Ryan looks cute as what a good boy because Conor's gonna dog walk him. Alright, so bet on it. You guys, everybody that think Conor's gonna beat me, oh, he's streaming, he's doing this, he's doing that, like you said with Barrios. If you think he's gonna beat me, please bet the money. Guess what? I'm gonna collect every amount of it. That part. And
Ryan Garcia laughing at Conor Benn's new training video has added more fuel to the build-up around their possible fight. Ben looks sharp and intense in the gym, showing the same pressure, power, and aggression fans expect from him in the ring. Whether he's on the pads, working the heavy bag, or tightening up his movement, Ben looks fully focused on making a statement. His style is all about coming forward, throwing with power, and forcing opponents to fight on his terms, which is why every training clip draws attention. Fans know he's not preparing for a safe fight, he's getting ready for a war. But while Ben is building a serious training image, Ryan Garcia has been turning heads in Japan, and fans are already reacting. Instead of staying low during the fight talk, Ryan is moving with his usual confidence, flash, and unpredictable energy. Some see it as him simply enjoying himself, while others question whether he's fully locked in. Either way, it keeps him in the spotlight. With a Conor Benn fight being discussed, every move Ryan makes is getting more attention, and the contrast between Ben's war-ready focus and Ryan's relaxed, flashy style only makes the build-up even more interesting.
No.
Conor Benn saw Ryan's clips from Japan and fired back with a blunt warning, saying Ryan is going to get hurt. That response instantly raised the tension because Ben clearly is not buying into Ryan's calm, carefree vibe. While Ryan is overseas enjoying himself and acting unbothered, Ben is using every moment to send a message. From Ben's point of view, once the fight becomes official, the jokes, traveling, and flashy moments will mean nothing. He plans to step in there, punish Ryan, and make a statement. That back and forth is making the matchup even more interesting, with Ryan looking cool and confident while Ben sounds fully locked in and ready for a war. I'm whooping Conor Benn like he stole something. Don't let these headlines fool you. That tweet made it clear Ryan Garcia is not staying quiet in response to Conor Benn's threats. After Ben reacted to Ryan's Japan clips and warned that he was going to get hurt, Ryan answered with confidence and basically told fans not to read too much into headlines or videos of him relaxing. His message was simple: when it's time to fight, he believes he'll beat Ben badly. That only makes things more personal, with Ben talking like he wants to hurt Ryan and Ryan firing back like he already knows he has what it takes to win. While you're drunk in Japan running your mouth, I'm grafting, stop talking. Sign the contract. This exchange made the Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn tension feel even more personal. Ryan had been posting from Japan and speaking with confidence about what he would do to Ben, but Conor quickly flipped the narrative by questioning Ryan's focus. Ben is trying to present himself as the one doing the real work while Ryan is out enjoying himself and making noise online. His message is clear: if Ryan truly believes he can win, then stop tweeting and sign the deal. With both men now firing direct shots, the build-up is starting to feel like more than just promotion. Coming for you, boy. That was another direct warning from Ben as the trash talk with Ryan Garcia continues to heat up. Ryan has been posting from Japan and responding with confidence, but Ben is making it clear he's not interested in just online talk. His message is short but serious, basically saying that once the fight is signed, he's coming with non-stop pressure, aggression, and bad intentions. With both fighters now exchanging personal shots, the build-up is getting more intense by the day.
Morning graft. Attack the days, make the days count. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. Keep that belt warm for me. I'm coming for you, boy. And what?
Ryan Garcia is matching Conor Benn's energy in his own way, confidently claiming Benn will be put to sleep within 6 or 7 rounds. He's speaking with the same self-belief fans are used to hearing from him, while Benn keeps pushing for the contract to be signed. Ryan acts like he already knows how the fight will finish, saying his speed, timing, and left hook will be too much once Benn comes forward. In the middle of all the fight talk, Ryan was also spotted getting love in Los Angeles, where fans showed him strong support, adding to his confidence. With Benn training hard and Ryan predicting a knockout, the hype around this matchup keeps growing louder every day.
What round is Conor Benn going to sleep?
Oh, he's gonna go to sleep in rounds 6 or 7.
Are you excited?
Of course, man. We're gonna beat his. You know that.
He called you out again today.
Oh, it's insane. He act like I have a contract. Brother, I don't have a contract. You know.
How you been, Ryan? Good?
I've
You
been
look
good.
good?
Yeah,
You look like
yeah.
you've been training?
I've been training hard. Once you're a champion, you gotta stay a champion. You know what I mean?
But this fight isn't just about what the two fighters are saying anymore. Oscar de la Hoya has now spoken out, saying he's been left out of the discussions between Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn involving Zuffa and Paramount. Since Ryan is still tied to Golden Boy, Oscar feels he should be included in any major talks about a potential fight. His comments bring another layer of drama to the situation because the business side is now getting complicated too. While Zuffa and Paramount may be trying to move the fight forward, Oscar doesn't sound happy about being sidelined, especially with Ryan predicting knockouts and Benn demanding the contract be signed. This behind-the-scenes tension could become a major hurdle before the fight is officially made.
An update on the Ryan Garcia Conor Benn negotiations.
There's no update. I have been hearing rumblings and rumors. Nobody has talked to me. We have obviously the final say because I am Ryan Garcia's promoter. But this is the one thing I can tell you. We work with every promoter out there. Even if it has to be Dana White and Zuffa. You know, as much as I hate it, let's go. Why not? Because the fighters want this fight. Ryan wants this fight. He wants to fight Conor Benn. Well, yeah, hey, let's make it happen. This is what boxing is all about. You have to work with the promoters to make these fights happen. So I'm not going to get in the way of it. If that's what Ryan wants, that's what he's going to get. It's a matter of details. It's a matter of making sure that all parties are happy. Ultimately, there has to be a conversation, and whether they like it or not, we're going to maybe be, on stage together a few feet away. Who knows what might happen? Maybe the press conference will be more exciting than the actual fight because of me and Dana White going at it. Who knows? But I'm ready. You know me.
Yeah.
Esa pregunta te la hago en español, Oscar. They don't write in your comments right there?
No.
I don't know, brother. Hey, if they do, I'm ready for it, man. Let's go.
Oscar, yo cubro mucho entretenimiento, tanto los artistas como los boxeadores.
Then Shakur Stevenson shared his opinion on Conor Benn and didn't hold back. In his view, Benn is still levels below him when it comes to skill, experience, and overall boxing IQ. Shakur believes there's a clear difference between being exciting and being truly elite, and he sees himself operating at a much higher level. At the same time, he did give Benn some credit, saying he has improved and developed as a fighter over time. Still, Shakur made it clear that while he respects the progress, he doesn't currently see Benn as being on his level.
What do you think of Conor Benn? He just fought pro grade. What do you think about Conor Benn as a fighter?
As a fighter, he's levels below. Like levels below.
Levels? Like more than one?
Levels. Like it ain't even like a close, a debate to even talk about. Nah, he's levels below. But what I will say about Conor Benn, he's very focused and he is getting better. He's not just staying in the same spot. I see him.
Frank Smith also weighed in, saying Conor Benn has been linked with Zuffa boxing, while Ryan Garcia remains one of the biggest names in American boxing, making the business side of this matchup very interesting. Reports suggest Benn is targeting a possible WBC welterweight title opportunity, while Ryan has also shown interest in the fight. However, the situation isn't simple, as Golden Boy and Oscar de la Hoya have reportedly raised concerns about being left out of talks involving Zuffa and Paramount. So while Benn versus Garcia carries major hype, the biggest obstacle may not be the fighters themselves, but the promoters, contracts, and the people controlling the deal.
This fight of his career to date. One thing about Conor Benn, you know, as much as my views may have changed personally, he trains very hard. He'll give it his all. You know, it's going to be a great fight, and it will be an entertaining fight, I'm sure. You know, I think Ryan Garcia, though, arguably, is another level to the opponents he's been in terms of levels. But, you know, I can't write Conor off. I'm not going to sit here and write him off in that fight, because he's going to go out there. This changes his life. He's had a dream to become the WBC world champion. I'd anticipate that belt is on the line, unless there's any differences with Zuffa. But yeah, I wish him all the best.
Meanwhile, Regis Prograis also shared his opinion on the matchup and surprisingly leaned toward Conor Benn. He admitted that Ryan Garcia may be the better pure boxer in terms of skill, timing, and sharpness, but he views Benn as the more natural fighter. Having shared the ring with Benn, Regis highlighted his power and said Conor can really hurt opponents. At the same time, he pointed out that Benn needs to disguise his punches better because they can sometimes be easy to read. Still, Regis believes this is a dangerous fight for Ryan, especially if he underestimates Benn, because in his eyes Benn is hungry, chasing a belt, and not just showing up for a payday.
Like Conor Benn does in a fight like that with Ryan.
I got Conor Benn. I know it's a surprising thing. I think Ryan Garcia is a better boxer, but Conor Benn is a fighter, bro. Conor Benn is just a raw fighter. You know, the thing is, Conor Benn has to hide his punches a little more. Conor Benn has a lot of power. We fought at 150, so the gloves was bigger, but Conor Benn does have he hit me real hard. He has a lot of power, but he doesn't hide it. He doesn't hide it real good. You know, you can see everything coming. He really is like swinging. So when you can see it coming, you kind of brace. You can put your hands up. You can move a little bit. But if he hides his punches, it might be a little, it might be a little better for him. But I think Ryan Garcia is a better boxer. But sometimes we know Ryan, bro. Sometimes Ryan looks really good, and then sometimes he looks bad. And last fight he looked good against Barrios. But next fight, he might look bad. He might underestimate Conor Benn. And sometimes when you do that, you know, because Conor Benn, I mean, they say he didn't look good his last fight against me. So, you know, sometimes you underestimate people, and because it's a fight by fight base. You can look at somebody, they could look like shit that fight, and they come and get on your next fight, you know, because it's all, sometimes it's your night, sometimes it's not your night. He might come, he wants the belt too. That's the thing. Conor Benn is hungry. He wants that belt. And he's not just doing it for the money. Obviously, he riches.
Adola and Gareth A. Davies described this as a matchup filled with drama, business complications, and real risk. They noted that Conor Benn has become one of the most talked about figures in boxing right now, almost taking on a villain role in the build-up because of the interviews, promoter disputes, and constant tension surrounding his name.
What we have to get in that fight is Conor Benn looking better than he did in his last performance, a lot better, because Ryan Garcia is happy again, healthy again, and looking very dangerous. There's going to be fireworks in the build-up from both men. They both got great presence. They're both box office stars. Whatever anyone says about Conor Benn, and I'll say it again, he may end up with 50 million in the bank, never having won a title. You know, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, I think his profile now is through the roof. I really do, and I think it's going to get even bigger. I mean, for him to go to America, and he was, you know, he was at, I don't know the wrestling event he was at, but he was there, he was ringside, he was on ESPN. He's everywhere in America at the moment, and for him to be mentioned now by Ryan Garcia, I think whatever he's doing, people might not like it.
From their perspective, Ryan Garcia would still go in as the favorite because he looks healthy, sharp, and powerful again. However, the big question is whether Conor Benn can handle Ryan's power while applying his own pressure in return. They also stressed that if this fight is for a world title, it should take place at the full welterweight limit of 147 pounds rather than a special catchweight like 150, especially with Ryan linked to Golden Boy and Benn connected to Zuffa. The business side adds complexity, but one thing is already clear. If this fight happens, the build-up will be loud, personal, and full of fireworks.
Probably Conor Benn, because Conor's become this kind of villainous figure in in the promotional stakes with these interviews that Keith Connolly's been doing in the last couple of weeks, and what Eddie's said and what Eddie Hearn and Frank Smith have said about they won't deal with Conor again, they won't deal with Connolly again. I'm probably more interested in that, to see whether Benn can withstand the Garcia power and whether he can put anything on Garcia. I still see Garcia as a big favourite
Bernie the boxer also shared his thoughts on Conor Benn calling out Ryan Garcia after his fight, and he looked at it from a very straightforward boxing perspective. He said that politics and money clearly play a big role in situations like this, and in his opinion, Benn being pushed into a top position doesn't fully match that performance alone. At the same time, he explained that this is just how boxing works, where big names, attention, and strong connections can fast-track opportunities. He also pointed out that Ryan Garcia is coming off a loss but still managed to land a title chance, showing how unpredictable and political the sport can be. However, when it comes to the actual matchup, Bernie leaned toward Ryan Garcia, saying his speed, power, and timing could cause serious problems for Benn.
He calls out Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia talking about he's going to be fighting him in August on a stream. What's your thoughts on him, fighting for the WBC title against Ryan Garcia next?
I mean, well, they pushed him up to number one, so it's politics and money, pressed him to number one. I don't think this win warranted a shot at the championship, but Ryan Garcia is coming off a loss and got a shot at the championship. So boxing is a shaky game. I guess if you can quote unquote do numbers or have the right political connections, anything has happened. But I'll favor Ryan Garcia in the match. And that's all.
Derek Chisora and Simon Jordan also discussed a potential Conor Benn versus Ryan Garcia clash, focusing on the expectations around the fight. Simon Jordan said Benn has made good money and built his name, but suggested his career has been carefully managed in terms of matchmaking. In his view, Ryan Garcia would be a major step up in competition for him. That leads to the key question. Is Benn truly ready for a fighter who has performed on a bigger global stage with more speed, reach, and attention, or would this be the moment where the gap between Benn and elite-level boxing becomes clear?
People think that Conor has been wonderfully matched, marvelously matched, made enormous amounts of money, which no one begrudges people making money, but it's been wonderfully matched to achieve that. Ryan Garcia, whatever we may or may not think about his performance against Tank Davis, is at a level that could possibly expose Conor Benn to what people think is that he's not at this level. What's your view on that? Do you think he gets exposed in this fight, Conor?
Listen, Conor is my pal, so I'm not going to sit here and try to mess up his name.
Mickey Bay also shared his thoughts on the fight and described Ryan Garcia as a bit of a wild card, especially when he's at his best. Bay believes that if Ryan shows up in the right form, he could definitely beat Conor Benn. At the same time, he gave Benn credit for being tough, determined, and always ready to fight, bringing heart, pressure, and intensity that makes him dangerous against anyone. However, Bay also warned that Benn could run into trouble against someone like Garcia because Ryan has the speed, timing, and power to catch opponents coming forward, and Benn's aggressive style could put him in the danger zone. When asked directly, Bay even said he could see a possible knockout win for Garcia, although he still called it a competitive and exciting matchup. He also added that this would be a major event with huge attention, especially with rumors of a global streaming platform like Netflix being involved.
Ryan, Ryan just like a wild card. He definitely got, when he had his best, I definitely see him beating Conor Benn. But like I say, I'd rather Devin fight one of them.
When you said that, you think that Ryan beats him, what do you see? Like, why do you feel that way?
I just think dude will probably run into something. Yeah, I think he'd run into something. He tough. He gonna bring it. But Conor Benn is a good opponent for him or Devin because he gonna bring it. He gonna come to fight. He got some heart, so he gonna come to fight. He ain't one of them dudes who's gonna just let you get it the easy way. But I mean, we definitely, definitely. Destroy him, like.
Yeah. So you're thinking that Ryan Garcia would knock out Benn?
Yeah, I think it's a possibility. Yeah.
Is it a big fight? Conor Benn and him. I heard there's rumors saying that it could be on Netflix.
Make sure to check out our other videos on Fighters Corner for more boxing updates and fight breakdowns.